Jesus told me to participate in Lent for the first time, and that's what I'm going to do. In this video, I'm simply going to cover what happened in the first 2 days and what I'm going to do while I'm on this 40-day fasting holiday. So the way everything started was I was at work and I just hopped on school, and one of the people there, someone I had a couple conversations with, shared a post about participating in Lent and that he feels like that it is a little bit similar to Ramadan. And I'm aware that he's a Christian, so I did a little bit of research, asked ChatGPT a couple of questions, and this was then immediately when conviction hit, because it was Wednesday, so when Lent directly starts, and on that day I only had one single meal, and the conviction came, and Jesus was like, we gotta do this, and I couldn't refuse, so I just have some stuff written down on my laptop that I'm gonna use to explain everything and what I'm gonna do. So I am gonna do OMAD, which is one meal a day over those 40 days, as well as abstaining from music the entire time. Before starting Lent, I actually fasted from music for 7 days just to see what kind of impact this can have on my relationship with Christ. And not only secular music, but also worship music as well, because I noticed that there are some types of worship music that could just pulled me into sin. So I just decided to remove that and see what happens. The result was I got a lot more sensitive towards music in general, whether we are talking about worship music or not. And I reintroduced a little bit on Wednesday, actually, back into my days. But I noticed that music isn't something that is really working for me. So besides keeping it just eating one meal, I'm also gonna fully abstain from music, and I'm gonna replace that listening time with an audiobook of the Bible. So whenever I usually would listen to music, when I'm cooking, when I'm just in my room, or when I'm training, I'm gonna just listen to the Bible. And at first there were a lot of things that I wanted to specifically focus on during this period, such as taking better care of my body, educating myself through non-fiction books, writing letters, journaling, staying in my word. But I'm simply gonna boil this down to a handful of things, which is focusing on my diet and just trying to be consistent with two particular things, which is scripture reading and writing letters to Jesus, which is a habit that I do. It's just simply a conversation of on paper, and you write the same way that you speak. It just is very beneficial to our relationship. And when it comes to food, I also already have a plan, so I'm gonna alternate between two meals. I thought about eating the two meals that I usually have throughout the day in one sitting, but that is just cheating and that defies the purpose. So I am gonna have every other day a meal that is gonna be focused on fats and proteins, animal products like red meat, eggs, raw cheese, and then on the other hand, I'm gonna have a bowl of Greek yogurt that I am gonna eat with some fruit, some honey, some collagen, some creatine, and I'm simply gonna alternate between the two of them. And the whole purpose that I have is turning this entire thing into a series where I simply share what happens and what I learned. And Wednesday, or when everything started, not really much has happened because I literally found out like 2 hours before bed that this is even a thing in Christianity. So there was not a lot of time to really think about it. And today there was one moment that I believe is really important, which was actually confronting my parents about this entire situation. So for more context, they are non-believers and they question the way I live in a lot of different ways regarding what I eat. They think that all this fasting that I'm doing is not healthy for me. So I had to muster up some courage and actually go up to them and explain to them, hey, I'm only gonna eat one meal a day for these next 40 days. So you don't need to include me in your dinner plannings. I'm gonna eat separate from everyone. And this was really the moment that set everything in stone and where I realized that if I make this decision, there's no coming back. I'm excited for this to come. I'm really looking forward to what is gonna happen. What I hope to gain through this fast is a more refined character, because this has been something me and him have been talking about a lot, and my hunger for him started to grow, and I can't seem to get enough of him, partly also because I'm not satisfied with the way I act. I have these emotions in my heart, all these hunger cravings for him, but my actions don't resemble that to the fullest extent. And I just pray that these 40 days will bring refinement and that you will just continue to shape my character, continue to heal me from my past, and I'm excited for the adventure. And as always, that's all that I have for today, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.